Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Pro Trader Talks. Guys, when we talk about success at trading and investing, the most common question जो लोग मुझे आके पूछते हैं कि आपने इतना रिसर्च किया है सक्सेसफुल ट्रेडर्स और इन्वेस्टर्स पे और आपने खुद की अपनी जर्नी बनाई है फ्रॉम अ पर्सन हु वाज इनटू कॉर्पोरेट लॉ इनटू समवन हु सक्सेसफुल एट स्टॉक ट्रेडिंग, क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि एक सक्सेसफुल ट्रेडर की क्या कैरेक्टर ट्रेट्स होती है, क्या पर्सनैलिटी ट्रेट्स होती है, कैसा होता है एक सक्सेसफुल ट्रेडर? तो इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे व्हाट आर द की ट्रेट्स ऑफ एवरी ट्रेडर एंड इन्वेस्टर that has tasted success into the marketplace. And this is one of my favorite conversations, guys. So let's get started. सबसे पहला ट्रेड है सक्सेसफुल ट्रेडर का कि वो बहुत ही डीपली इंटरेस्टेड होते हैं into the markets and how the markets work. They are really passionate about it. और उनका ये इंटरेस्ट और पैशन इस बात से नहीं आता कि मार्केट में बहुत सारा पैसा कमाने की पॉसिबिलिटी है, बट देयर पैशन एंड इंटरेस्ट कम्स, द डीप इंटरेस्ट दैट दे हैव दैट कम्स फ्रॉम द वे द मार्केट्स वर्क, the way you calculate the human behavior and you make money from the market, the way the whole calculations of the stock market work in the first place, उनका ये passion और deep interest वहाँ से आता है. So if you feel that you're deeply interested into the functioning of the market and the whole magical thing of how the prices regulate themselves, how the demand and supply works, that is one of the key traits of a successful trader. Second characteristic of a successful trader is कि उन सारों traders के पास एक philosophy, एक method होता है, एक system होता है. They are not random traders, neither are they dabblers. They all have a success philosophy with them. उनके पास एक set system होता है, चाहे वो trend following system हो, चाहे support resistance system हो, चाहे options writing system हो, it could be any system. They try and they follow a system that suits their temperament, that suits their character traits. If they feel that they're more comfortable being patient and more comfortable holding longer term positions, they could be someone who is resorting to trend following systems. अगर उन्हें लगे कि they are more active, they love to be more active during the market, they could be someone who could be trading options or trading intraday. It could be anything for them. लेकिन हर एक successful trader के पास एक method या system होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Another attribute of successful trader is that he is disciplined and he is extremely patient. Guys, discipline और patience के बारे में जितना बोला जाए उतना कम है. They are extremely important to your success as a trader. Discipline मतलब आप कोई भी rule बना लो, कोई भी system बना लो. You need to have that commitment to stick to that rule and to practice it to the moment that it becomes your habit. It becomes your second nature. That's the importance of discipline. मतलब एक बार आप discipline में आ गए, आपको लगेगा ही नहीं कि this is something you have to follow. Because have to follow तो निकल जाता है. You get into the zone where it's your habit to follow. It's your second nature to follow the rule, right? That's the magic of discipline. और patience की तो जितनी बात करो उतनी कम है. Every successful trader and investor has patience as his key character trait. जैसे कि आपने किसी शेर को शिकार करते हुए देखा होगा. You see how they hunt for their prey. They do not keep jumping and hopping everywhere. They wait patiently. They wait for their prey they wait for that proper moment when that prey is in front of them. They wait for the right time. They wait for the odds to be into their favor, and then they are quiet and then they pounce for the kill. That's how they do that. And a successful trader इसी तरह से अपने trade की wait करता है. He waits patiently. When the time is right, when the circumstances are right, and when he feels it's the right time to strike the order, that's the time he presses the button. This is the importance of prey. और ये nature की हर एक चीज में evident है. चाहे शिकार की बात कर लो या चाहे farmers की बात कर लो. Have you seen farmers the way they cultivate their crops? अगर आप गेहूं को हर एक महीने उगाने की ट्राई करोगे तो क्या गेहूं उग पाएगा? It is not possible, right? So in our country, for instance, in India, wheat plantation is done only November and December. That's the right time to plant wheat. और आपको crop कभी मिलेगा? April में. Right? That's how it works. So everything requires patience. They have their time. Do you have the patience to wait for the time and circumstance? That's the key to success in trading. Attribute number 4 is that they are all realists. रियलिस्टिक होना एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट एट्रीब्यूट है. मतलब अगर आप कोई पोजीशन में हो और अगर आपको पता चले दैट कंडीशंस हैव चेंज्ड, देयर इज नो रीजन फॉर यू एनी लॉन्गर टू बी इनटू दैट पोजीशन, you are quick to exit out of that position. वो जो important element होता है to realize when the conditions are changing, that is called the realistic attitude. This is the attitude which really detaches you from your emotion. कि आपने बड़े इमोशन के साथ सपोज इन्फोसिस में ट्रेड लिया है एंड यू आर हैविंग ह्यूज होप्स एंड हाई एक्सपेक्टेशंस फ्रॉम दैट ट्रेड, और आप एवरीडे होप लगाए बैठे हो यार ये तो बढ़ना चाहिए और यू नो इट शुड गो डाउन एज पे योर एक्सपेक्टेशन, बट सडनली वन डे व्हेन द मार्केट कंडीशन चेंजेस एंड यू आर फोर्स्ड टू गेट आउट ऑफ दैट ट्रेड, are you willing to do that? Are you being the realistic to realize that the conditions have changed? You no longer need to hold that stock because जो reason से आपने stock खरीदा था वो reason तो अभी है ही नहीं क्योंकि conditions change हो गई है. अगर आप जल्दी realize कर पाते हो, that means you are a realistic who goes with the flow of the market and doesn't stick to their emotion, doesn't want to marry the stock but wants to go with the flow of the market. That's being realistic. You need to ask this question for yourself. Am I a realistic to realize when the conditions are changing? Attribute number 5 is that these successful traders, they are focused only on their game and not on the profits that are going to ensue with their trades. Which means ये बहुत ही important characteristic trait है जो मलकानसी में बहुत ही this is one thing that we really keep harping on our students is focus on the process and not on the profit. एक बार आप process पे follow करो, focus करोगे, profits तो follow करने ही है, because if you trade right, if you follow the system right, you stick to the system and you follow the process, there's no way you cannot make money, because profits is a byproduct of you trading well. Always remember that. Attribute number 6 is that they have the ability to think ahead. वो लोग क्या करते हैं, they keep rehearsing possible mental scenarios. वो rehearse करते हैं, मतलब जब भी status quo होता है, they try to question that status quo. They do not try to accept it कि things ऐसे ही रहेंगे. थोड़े समय के लिए things अगर status quo, they start questioning ऐसा क्यों है, what is the possible change that could come, और वो एक बार change anticipate कर लिए multiple scenarios and then they see to it that they are equipped emotionally as well as with their system to deal with any kind of scenario that the market will throw in front of them. तो वो जो ability होती है, thinking ability, to think in terms of alternate scenarios, to think in terms of क्या possible हो सकता है आगे जाके, that's a very important trait of a successful trader, guys. And last but not the least, every person who tastes success in the marketplace is someone who is deeply interested in honing their skills. अपने skills पे काम करना वो अपनी number one priority रखते हैं. It's not that time मिला तो I will learn this, और अगर अगर मैं free हो जाऊंगा, अगर मेरे पास पैसे होंगे तो I'll take up this course, or it is not that after I achieve success at a particular level, only after that I'll start practicing, I'll start learning new skill. It's never that way. They are in this constant process of upgrading themselves. They want to become the best version of themselves. वो लोग ऐसे जांच करते हैं अपने आप की कि today the person that I am I better than what I was yesterday? How many times have I improved than what I was last month? How was my trading performance improved? अगर performance improve नहीं हुआ है तो ऐसी कौन सी skills है जो मुझे सीखनी है, ऐसी कौन सी books है जो मुझे पढ़नी है, ऐसे कौन से videos है जो मुझे देखने हैं. They're constantly into the process of upgrading their mindset, upgrading their skill set, because guys, that's the only way to move forward. So that's a very important part. So these 7 attributes, guys, they're really important, integral part of any successful trader. मैं ऐसा नहीं बोलती हूँ ये 7 ही है. There may be many more, but from my research into what makes a trader investor successful, these are the 7 key things that have really stood apart, and that's why I've shared this with them. So how about revising all 7 of them, guys? Attribute number 1 is these people, successful traders, are interested in the markets and how they work, not because of the money involved, but because of the workings and the challenges of the market. Attribute number 2, they always have a philosophy or a method or a system to trade. Attribute number 3, they are always disciplined and patient. Attribute number 4, they are all realists. Attribute number 5, they are focused on trading right because they know money will follow. Attribute number 6, they have the ability to think ahead and figure out what lies ahead. Attribute number 7, they keep honing their skills all the time. Guys, ये बहुत ही important 7 attributes है. If you feel that you are someone who wants to take up on this road of success at trading, you should make sure that you make equal progress in each of these 7 attributes. Even though it could be one baby step at a time, doesn't matter. Any progress is good progress. Guys, I wish you joy and abundance in all you do.